YouTube, what's up? It's me, Gloria J, and I am here to talk to you guys about Invisalign. Invisalign is something that I now have, and courtesy of the hubby, he gets all praise for me right now. And so it's something that I've been wanting for a few years now, and my insurance just didn't cover orthodontics. Sounds that, well, for one, let me say that my insurance changed about a year ago. And the second that I found that out, I immediately called up my insurance to find out if they now covered orthodontics, and they told me that they did. And so I'm like, bet. So I went ahead and scheduled my consultation for Invisalign with an orthodontist that was located not too far from where I worked, which was very convenient for me. And they told me that I was a perfect candidate for Invisalign. My reason for wanting Invisalign is because I have a lot of spaces in my mouth. And so, the orthodontist basically told me, yeah, you are a perfect candidate for it. They went ahead and set me up with my first appointment. And that was maybe a few weeks after the consultation. And so, I'm going to talk a little bit about that process, and then also I'm going to talk a little bit about my expected treatment, my treatment length. I'm also going to talk about my experience so far. And so I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to talk a little bit about how long my treatment is going to be, and that is estimated to be around 6 months. I am already into my 3rd month, so I'm halfway there, which is like, it's going by so fast. April is when I should be coming out of the Invisalign aligners. I should be done. Of course, they make adjustments if needed. If they think that you need to wear them a little longer, they'll let me know. I went to my first appointment after the consultation. The very first appointment, what they do is they take impressions of your teeth, and they use some purple type of foamy stuff that they'll put in a tray, and then basically you put that tray in your mouth and you bite into it, and they'll have you hold it there for like a minute or two, and that basically takes the impression of your teeth and where they're currently located and how they're aligned. And that is what they end up sending off to the Invisalign company, because the company is actually the ones who actually creates the aligners. And they're also doing x-rays. And then they also took pictures of my teeth. So that was the first appointment, which was a breeze, nothing to it. They told me that it would take about 4 to 6 weeks for the aligners to come back from Invisalign. And so that's what that second appointment was. The second appointment was me receiving my very first set of aligners, which was too overwhelming for me because, like I said, it's something I've been wanting for a long time. And so I walked in the office and I was just cheesing, like, they're like, "Are you okay, miss?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just excited, that's all." And literally I was only there for about 20 minutes. They popped them in to see how they fit. They made a few adjustments to the aligners, but that was pretty much it. They put them in, and immediately I felt some pressure on my teeth. You do feel that pressure, but pop a few Tylenol, whatever pain reliever you use, and you're good. The first week was very crucial. As far as the pain goes, it was very painful because you have something that's on your teeth that's kind of pushing your teeth together, and you do feel that pressure, and it is painful in the very beginning, but as long as you're taking some type of pain reliever, you should be fine. You will feel that pressure regardless, but as long as you're taking the pain medicine, you definitely will be fine as far as pain goes. In addition to the pain, which wasn't that bad because I was taking a pain reliever, but it was more so of a mind thing. Like, in my mind, I was bugging out because I knew that I had something on my teeth that was very constricting. And so it was like mind over matter, really. I feel like my teeth couldn't breathe, if that makes any sense. That literally was over the first night, really, as far as the feeling constricted and my teeth not being able to breathe. That was only for maybe about the first 2 nights. And then after that, I was fine. It was like, you don't even know that they're there. So So the next thing that I wanted to talk to you guys, I'm looking at my notes here if you see me looking down a lot. At second appointment, when I actually received my trays, they sent me home with my first set of, my first 6 set of trays. So I had 6 little packages, and I'll show you guys what the package looked like. They come in little packages like this. I don't know if you can see that. Get a little closer in the light. They also give you some carrying or travel cases that you can use to store them in. So the process is you put them in, you're wearing the Invisalign aligners for 20 to 22 hours. You have to keep them in all day, at least for 20 hours. But if you do 22, that's even better. You're only taking the Invisalign aligners out to eat, basically, to eat and to brush your teeth and floss. I kind of made up my own schedule where I take them out breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and to brush. I do not keep them out longer than a half hour. Each time I eat, I'm taking them out for a half an hour, and then a lot of the time, it doesn't even take me half an hour to eat, so I just pop them back in. When I first got them, I would use that whole half an hour because that was the only time that I really had a chance to be free of them, and you know, I was feeling constricted, so I wanted my teeth to be free. But after a while, like, it's like out of habit, you just pop them in as soon as you're done eating. Even though I had more time to spare, I would use 5 minutes for brushing and flossing or whatever else that I had to do, and that basically most of the time totaled up to 2 hours. So I would have them in for 22 hours, have them out for the day for up to 2 hours, which is your 24-hour day. So that's something that to consider if you are considering Invisalign, or something to keep in the back of your head, is that you do have to wear them pretty much all day for at least 20 to 22 hours. And if that's something that you don't think you can do, then maybe Invisalign isn't for you. I change each set of aligners every week, and that depends on your treatment, or some people keep them in for a total of 2 weeks before they change out. My orthodontist told me to keep them in for a week, and so I've been changing every week, and now I'm on week 12, as you can see. Actually, I'll be starting week 12 on Friday. It's now Wednesday, so in a couple days I'll be on week 12, which is the 3rd month halfway mark for me. This is what they look like, and this is actually the top, and this is the bottom. I hope you guys can see this. They print the number on here, like whatever tray you're on, they'll print the number. You probably can't see that, it's hard to see just looking at it. But they'll print the number on them showing you what tray is what, just in case you get them mixed up. So the number will say 12 on it, and then it'll say either U or it'll say an L. The U stands for upper, which is the upper aligner tray, and then the L stands for lower. And you really do not feel it, guys. Like, once you get used to it, you don't feel it. It's not bothersome at all. Another thing that probably helped me lose a couple pounds is that you can't really snack like you want to snack. And I'm a snacker. I love my sweets, I love my chips and all of that stuff. So you can't really snack like you want to snack. So I probably lost a couple pounds because of that. Because it's just a pain in the butt to take them out, like to eat and snack on something for a few minutes. It's like, okay, I'll just wait till lunch or whatever, or I'll wait till dinner. So that's a good and the bad thing, because it's like, okay, I want my sweets now, I want my snack. And so they're pretty easily, you pop them in, pop them out. There's nothing to it. It takes a couple seconds to do that. Cost. A lot of you are probably wondering what the cost is, and I won't get too detailed about that, because I mean, it depends on what type of insurance you have, and you know, the provider, the price is different depending on where you go. So I want to say my treatment was estimated to be around $5,000, and my insurance covered more than half, so that was amazing to me. And then the rest hubby covered, so I was just blessed and thankful for that. I'm gonna touch on the pros and the cons a little bit, like my pros and cons. So I'm gonna start with the cons. The pain. In the beginning, you do experience pain because your teeth are moving and shifting, and so that's pretty painful. You can't eat, again, like I said, you can't eat when you want to. You have to take them out to eat. The third con is that you have to wear them 20 to 22 hours a day. And a lot of you are probably thinking like, that's just way too long, but it's so worth it in the long run. And I am not like, I don't even think about the time that I have them in now because you kind of forget that they're there. Another con that I don't have listed, but it just popped up in my head, is that in the beginning, you most likely will have a lisp. And it's because you have these things on your teeth that kind of, it doesn't quite come out right. But if you're not somebody who already has a lisp, it's kind of hard to adjust to. My husband actually thinks it's cute to have a lisp, and so I'm like, okay, I get to be a different person for a few months for you right now. But as time goes on, it kind of dies down somewhat. I still have problems with my S's and T's sometimes, but that came out great just then, so hey. But yeah, so those are my cons. The pros, of course, is the obvious, is that they're clear. You don't see them. I'm wearing them right now. You cannot tell. If you get close up on them, you can probably tell a little bit better. And matter of fact, I'll try to do that. I hope my light doesn't blind me a little bit. No, you can't really tell, sorry. I tried. Can't tell. From a distance or literally from like 3 feet away, you cannot tell that I'm wearing these braces, and that's the number one pro for me. The second pro is that they typically produce results faster than your traditional metal braces. The third pro is that when you put them in, you immediately see results as far as spacing goes. And I'm saying that because I have a really big gap here that started closing already, so I'm super stoked about that. But this gap started out, it was bigger than this. But when you wear the Invisalign, the plastic kind of disguises the gap, if that makes any sense. It disguises it a little bit, just a little bit, but it's noticeable. Like my husband will say, oh, that one, like a week into it, he was like, oh, that one is closing already. I'm like, no, babe, it's not closing that fast. It's just when you put them in, it kind of like disguise the gap, but that's a great pro. And the last pro that I have, and I'm sure I have more pros, but just, you know, I quickly jotted this stuff down. But the last pro that I have is, it's no metal. And that, I mean, that goes along the same lines as my first pro, which is that they're clear, but it's no metal. I don't have to worry about metal braces, stuff getting stuck in your braces. If you're looking into Invisalign, you don't want metal. I mean, that's just that. I just didn't want to see metal in my mouth. I feel like I'm too grown. Although I see a lot of adults with metal braces, for me, I felt like I'm too grown to be having metal braces in my mouth. I'm 28 years old and I'll be 30 in a couple years, so no. So that's it, you guys. I hope I didn't talk your heads off too much. And that's pretty much my experience. I am going to come back to you guys in 6 months when I am expected to be finished with my treatment, and I am going to show you guys a picture of my teeth now, halfway into it, and then another picture will come in my next video once I'm done in 6 months, and I'm hoping to see great results. Again, I'm already seeing results in the 3rd month, going into the 3rd month, and that's great. So I know that I'll be seeing some good results at the end of my treatment. But that's it, you guys. If anybody has any questions for me, feel free to comment below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up for me. I greatly appreciate that. And don't forget to subscribe, most importantly, to my channel if you like what you see. And I think that's it, you guys. Until next time.